بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. My name is Dr. Hamid Al-Umar and I'm the conference co-chairman, chairman of the scientific committee. It's my great honor to welcome all of you to this conference, which is the biggest conference of its kind so far in the Middle East about health economics. I welcome all of you, especially people who had traveled from abroad and from other cities to attend this conference, and also people who have left their busy schedule to attend this conference, and I hope it's fruitful to all of you. Now, before I go into more details about the program, I'll just take you through two brief concepts of health economics as a sort of setting up the stage. The first one, if you see, this is what we call as consumer demand curve. And if you have the price here on the left and the quantity on the horizontal axis, you can see that the higher the price, the lower the quantity demanded. On the other side, if the price goes down, then the quantity that's demanded by the society or the consumers is usually high. So consumers try to increase their profit margin by lowering the price. On the other side, suppliers will produce more of their goods and services if the price is higher. So if the price of that whatever good or commodity is low, then the quantity they tend to produce is low. But if it goes higher, the quantity goes higher as well. So this is somewhat in conflict between suppliers and consumers, and they usually come into a balanced point where it is satisfactory for both, for consumers and for suppliers. Now in healthcare, we think that, or this is the projection all over, that this curve will be moving upwards and to the right, meaning that you will have higher prices and cost with the future, especially the new technologies, new medications, and etc. And also the quantity or the amount of demand by the society and sick people is going to be increasing. So we will have movement to the right, and the factors that are affecting this are patients themselves, physicians or healthcare providers, suppliers like pharmaceuticals and others, and also insurance and governments. Now, the other concept is that usually doctors or healthcare providers ignore economics, because when they are faced with one sick person in front of them, they would like to do whatever they can to help that patient. Contrary to that is economists. They try to or tend to ignore medicine because they are dealing with very limited resources to be distributed between societies in need, like medicine or healthcare, transportation, food, security, whatever. So the allocation is very difficult, and they are not dealing with the individual patients. So we hope that the solution will be to go ahead with health economics. Now, the conference itself is an introductory conference to health economics. Because it's the first of its nature, we selected many topics to be discussed in this conference, and this is reflected in the topics of the conference. Now, we did not want this conference to be fully didactic lectures. So we have 1/3 of the conference practically is for discussion. It's all dedicated for discussion, and this is 30 minutes after every session. Now, it's the largest also on health endowments, and we are going to announce 2 initiatives on endowments and charity activities. Now, for speakers and sessions, we're lucky to have 34 speakers, 12 international and 22 local experts. And I think the interaction between speakers and the audience will be very fruitful and great. We are also fortunate to have 3 ministers at the 3rd day of the conference in the endowments. We have 10 sessions in total and 2 practical workshops in the evening. Now, the program includes sessions on as introduction to healthcare economics, and then financing healthcare, demand, insurance, regional and global experience, costing, trade, and private sectors. These are so diverse to cover as many aspects of the health economics, knowing that there are some other areas that we have not covered, and we hope to cover it in subsequent conferences. In the workshop, we have the first workshop with the title of Health Insurance Standards, and it's going to be conducted by National Center for Health Insurance Standards. Just what about workshops? The program of the workshops was given to those organizers. So this is a sort of giving them the freedom to make very practical approaches. The second one is about future strategies in health economics by Saudi Arabian General Investment Authority. Now, the program on health endowments have two components or two sections. The first one is about concepts of health endowments, and that will include role in healthcare, current status, applications, and success factors and challenges. The second one will be talking about initiatives in health endowments and charity activities, especially the Health Care Endowment Fund that was established between Ministry of Health and Ministry of Islamic Affairs and Endowments. Now, the major success factor in our conference is you, all participants, because without you there would be no conference, and I mean all of you at all levels of responsibilities, because this is the message that we would like you to go and expand it further. The collaborators with us, and we were very lucky to have prominent collaborators, the World Bank, the World Health Organization, the Executive Board for GCC Ministers of Health, the Council for Saudi Chambers and Commerce and Industry, SAGIA, National Center for Health Insurance, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Islamic Affairs, Endowments, Dawa, and Islamic Bank for Development. I'd like to thank all members of the scientific committee and the speakers for their effort to come up with this extensive program. And special thanks to our coordinator, Mrs. Asman Wright, because she was keeping the communications between all speakers and members of the scientific committee across the globe. Now, I'd like to thank you all for listening, and I wish you all a very productive conference, and now I handle the stage to Dr. Qasim Al-Qasabi for the first session. Thank you.